flip your approach, if you simply reverse your thinking on how you will approach people about your business opportunity, the results will astonish you. So number one, don't find out who is interested in looking at a business, then expose them to the business. Instead, expose everyone to the business and find out who is interested. Uh, by that statement, this is what I mean. From our onboarding process, this is what happens. You join the business. Someone joins the business. They get to write their contacts on their contact tracker, and uh, that contact tracker is going to carry most of your contacts. Is going to carry most of the contacts that we are going to use to invite these people to come and see the presentation. So in this scenario, this is what I mean. Most people have been just doing probably a shoddy job, because if you just go to your WhatsApp and ask who is interested in a business, you'll realize that people are not so, there are not so many people who are going to be interested. You'll just get some numbers of around 10 people, or a bit lower number. So we want to change that narrative, whereby we need to, if we are collecting contacts, like we've collected 100 contacts so far from one person, we want to expose everyone to the presentation, then find out who is actually interested, and not the other way around, whereby you ask or you start looking for people who are interested. We are not looking for people who are interested. We want to expose people to our opportunity because they are not educated. They don't know about our business. So my point is, uh, our work is to do what? Our work is to expose more people to our presentation. Then we can sort out those numbers and realize who actually is interested to join our business from there. Okay, so let's explore these and break it down into concrete numbers. If you start with a list of 100 prospects and ask who might be interested in at looking or starting a side business, only 10 of them might be out there. Those 10, maybe 5 will actually go see the presentation, and out of those 5 might recruit 2. So it looks like this. So if we break down those numbers, you have 100 people that you want to show the presentation. And instead of showing the presentation to 100 people, you ask from the 100 people, who is interested? How many people are interested? So you will only get 10. And from the 10 that you get, only 5 presentations, you do 5 presentations, and only 2 join. You can imagine a very big number of 100 people. Those are so many people. And from these 100 people, uh, we want to we want to utilize all those contacts maximally. We want to utilize all those contacts so that we don't lose anyone, so that we don't miss anyone. Okay. And but under the flip option, what if you expose all 100 to the business without asking the interest question? Then after they have seen the business, then they can now tell you if they want the business, or if they say yes or no. So some may not allow you to show them the business. They may not allow you to show them or get them into the presentation, but far more will than if they simply ask if they are interested in the business than they are unfamiliar with. So if you flip it to this way, whereby you get 100 people, and you go you 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 invite them, you expose them to the presentation, you bring these people, you want to show them the presentation first instead of asking if they are interested. It is not like forcing, but it is like mobilizing. An influencer is going to market a product that you've never seen, not just because that product is good, but because they want you to get exposed to that product. An example of someone like Aziad. Aziad might come to promote to you, might promote one brand called Dendry, those bags. I know most of you, know about Dendry, the bags, the different kind of bags. So Aziad never came to you and asked you if you're interested in a bag. She went ahead and did what? And uh, promoted. She promoted the bag first. Then people who are interested will come. So from the 100 people, 30 people see the presentation and you get like 10 recruits. So I want us to change from the X side to the tick side. I want us to change our approach in how we do things. Like the X side, flip your approach, like assuming the 100 prospects, only 10 are interested, 5 presentation, you get only 2 prospects. So to this other side where you have 100 prospects and you try and get at least the maximum number of around 30 presentations and you get 10 recruits. If it is making sense, use the chat box and type in, copy that. If you've understood the concept, use the chat box and type in copy or type in understood. Okay. So here's another flip psychology. Don't invite prospects to an event, and then confirm they can come. Confirm they are free at that time. And once you have established that they are free, then invite them to the event. We have so many scripts that you can use to get people to an event. So I'll rather call this person and ask them, are you free on Saturday? Are you free this coming Saturday? Instead of inviting them first and they might not come. So I'll rather ask them, are you free this Saturday? And they might tell you yes or no. If they realize that probably there's something that they'll miss out, then they'll try their best not to miss out, because if it is something interesting, they might want to join. But if you go ahead and invite someone and tell them, come to a presentation this Saturday, you see that now is a bit complicated because only a few people are going to respond. So when trying to invite prospects out to attend a presentation or an office presentation or a Zoom, a Google Meet, most people immediately jump into inviting them to an event at a particular date and time. What often happens is that the prospect will reply that they are busy at that time. So always inquire first, what are you doing this Saturday? So you give them an out. It is like you're forcing them to come, and not knowing how great your business is, then they are often taken out. So always inquire, are you available this Saturday? And this is here is another flip psychology. So the flip flow of these around, an example, call the prospect and. So Jim, what are you doing this Thursday 9 p.m.? Jim will say he has something planned. Otherwise, he will ask you, why are you asking? You will go on again and ask, do you have any plans 9 p.m. That night on Thursday? If he's not tied down to anything, he will say, nothing planned, but why are you asking? Now you have confirmed that Jim is actually free and you've taken that excuse out of the table. So normally if we have such kind of Zooms like trainings or OPPs, I'll suggest that if there is anyone that you need to invite, first of all, get to know if these people are free, because if they are free, they'll give you their convenient time and they might join into that Zoom. At this point, you invite him to their presentation, as long as you do not say too much and give him the cost to say he isn't interested. He's more likely to give you that open time slot and attend the event. After all, he has already indicated to you that he is available. So don't invite and then confirm. Rather, confirm, then invite them. So I want us to use this statement on our chat box. I want to just make sure that we have understood. Write this statement that said, Don't invite them. So don't invite them, then confirm. Rather, just write this word, confirm they are free, then invite them. Always confirm they are free, then invite them. It is just to confirm. Okay. So we'll proceed to the next slide. Okay, let me see if we are following. So if you've learned something from that first slide, uh, just make sure you put it into practice. This information was, yes, always confirm they are free, then invite them. So that is actually going to help you to invite more. I see so many people are following. I see so many people are following. Okay, so we are going to proceed to our next slide. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. So, all right. So the difference between starting your business and launching your business. Use the chat box and type in starting your business versus launching your business. These are two different things. I believe each and every person who is here tonight has one day, one time introduced someone to the business. And you thought that this person might do the business. Unfortunately, they quit because uh, you had so many expectations, expecting this person might be able to do the business. So what you forgot to do is that you forgot to launch their business. So there is a difference between launching your business and starting your business. Starting is actually very easy. It is, you go to the head office, you collect a code, you collect the package, and from there, someone is already in the system. And it is actually very easy because this is someone who just joined the business. The next thing that you're supposed to do is launch their business, help them launch their business. So professionals launch their business, amateurs start their business. So if you have a tendency of just recruiting someone in the network and you forget about them, then that is what is called starting a business. And if you're someone who is going to guide this person from day one so that they can produce results, that is what we call launching a business. So this is why I'm saying professionals launch their business and amateurs start their business. So the biggest corporations in the world launch their businesses, products, or services. The big difference between starting and launching, one is slow and the other one is fast. So starting a business is actually fast, and launching the business is not that fast. It is actually slow, but it will bring you the right results. So when you use a system in your network marketing business, example, it saves you time, effort through leverage. It compresses time frame so that you make more money faster and create your own story. Create a synergy by building in waves of people. You are duplicating some process to the business partners, and your business will grow exponentially instead of in addition. How many people are going to confirm with me that growing your business in addition is quite boring, and you might also want to join to build your business in multiplication? I want you to imagine you've just introduced 5 people, and the 5 people that you introduced go ahead and introduce five, 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 five each. That is growing your business in multiplication. But growing your business in addition, so today you have one person who joins the business, they fail to duplicate or they fail to even bring one person. You go ahead, you bring one more person, you add this one person, then this one person fails to multiply, then you go ahead and introduce another person. So you keep on recruiting every day and night. You become like a recruiting machine. In this scenario, these are people who we call hunters. And hunters go to the forest, they hunt, they kill, and it's over. But we also have people who are called farmers, people who go to the field, they plant, and they make sure that before they harvest, they they weed the farm, they weed the garden, and they get lots of produce because they are farmers. But if your goal is to hunt, if your goal is to keep on getting people, recruiting them, and leaving them alone, you will recruit until you die. The goal in our business is actually to uh, get something called leverage. Even if I'm in a room full of like 100 seats, the easiest way to get all those seats outside is to get at least 50 people, or to get some people so that they can grab each at least 5 to 10 seats and take them out of the room. But if you get into that room and you start to take every chair one by one, then that shows you that you're not leveraging and you can take a lot of time before that happens. So an aeroplane launches in the sky, and when an aeroplane is launching to the sky, the pilot gets to apply full throttle, 100% of the throttle, not 80%, not 50%, not 60%, not 10%, because that aeroplane is not going to be airborne. But if you launch your business with 100% of the throttle, probably the business might be able to give you more returns in the future, in the near future. So, for example, you are in an aeroplane, and suddenly uh, the flight attendants get to announce that the pilot who is actually uh, navigating the aeroplane has never stepped into any class, into any aviation class. I want you to use the chat box. Tell me, how will you feel, or what will be your reaction if you are in that aeroplane? Use the chat box. Tell us, what will you feel? How will you feel? Will you be relaxed? Will you be scared? Yes, you'll be scared. You won't be relaxed. Your mind is now going to be uh, thinking on how. Yes, you'll be terrified. You'll be uncomfortable. You know, the problem is not getting to the sky. The problem is landing. Now, you can imagine someone has never stepped into an aviation class, but uh, they are the one navigating the aeroplane. This is what happens because people join your business and they are very comfortable. Yes, someone is saying, I will be definitely freak out, scared, and you'll start overthinking. Yes, you'll be on the skies, but you already now see yourself crashing. And if you're crashing, then you are no more. It is as if you are living dead. So this is what happens. Someone joins the business and they start the business. You, as someone who's supposed to help this person to uh, do this business, you leave them alone and you start concentrating with the next person who is supposed to join your business. The same way that you are in that aeroplane and the pilot does not have any clue on what he's supposed to do. So you get scared, you become frightened because you don't know how this person is going to land that aeroplane. So I want you to put yourself in a scenario whereby you become a farmer. When someone joins the business, you as an expert, your work is to help this newest member who is not an expert, is to help them launch their business. And how do you launch their business? Let them be excited. In fact, in our BVOY system, we say it is a rule that says that any new member who joins the business must be introduced to the team. If this person has joined the business physically and their presence is actually they're in Nairobi, take this person to the office and stop everything that is happening in that office and introduce this person to the entire team. This person might not quit because it is very hard to quit on a team. And you will have created a picture, you will have painted a different kind of a picture because this person will see that there are so many people who are also doing the business just like me. So I don't think this business is actually hard, or I'm never going to make it in this business. And if you do that, you will have created a culture whereby if this person gets anybody to join the business, he or she is going to do the same. So let us create that culture that we are going to introduce our people to the team. If this person has joined from the Gulf, send that photo and that welcome message in the group. Then what is supposed to be followed from that is a voice note. Welcome this person. Say which package he has started with. Appreciate this person. And this person is actually going to feel at home. He's going to feel he has made the right decision and he's in the best business possible. The other thing he's supposed to do is guide this person to see the QSG. I believe you guys have, you've seen that I have already uploaded a video about our QSG on my YouTube channel. And if you don't follow me on my YouTube channel, kindly go there, subscribe. My YouTube channel is actually, let me type it here, the CEO Tom. So go there, subscribe, and you'll be following from some of the trainings that I always post from there that you can use. Just make sure that you go there, you subscribe, and hit the notification button so that anytime I upload, you are among the first people to see that video. So the next thing that you're supposed to do, once this person has seen the QSG is actually like another presentation that shows the potential of our business. If someone has seen the business and they've not joined the business, kindly, I will request before you start doing the follow-up, before you start pressuring this person to join the business, send them the QSG. That is the second exposure. Send them the QSG. Always send them the QSG. Any person who has seen the presentation, either from the offices, either from Zoom, always send them the QSG. In fact, the QSG should be done on a daily basis on all those offices. If you're following, use the chat box and type in following. If you're following, use the chat box, type in following. So be system driven, not people driven. Example of a system. Follow the system that says TSTD. TSTD, tell, show, try, do. You tell this person about how to do it, you show them, you try, and you do. And they'll be able to do it because you've told them, you've shown them, and you try, and you do with them. So establish the first meeting and get your new sign up excited. So always, once someone joins the business, from our BVOY system or manual, this is what is highlighted in that manual. And it says, by introducing someone to the team, you are making this person to get excited. And once this person is excited, you push this person to now see the QSG. You are still increasing their belief level, and they'll be able to now do the business excited. The next thing they're supposed to do is to do what? Show him or her to create his or her prospect lists. That's why we have the contact trackers. If you are in Gulf, yes, it is possible to fill up your contact tracker. I know you have people from Nairobi. Just communicate with your upline, and your upline is going to show you how the contact tracker looks like, and your upline is going to help you make the calls. And the next thing that is going to happen, show him or her how to make the first big announcement, PCC or Zoom or office presentation. So between 3 to 5 days, Once someone joins the business, between the first day and the fifth day, yani 3 to 5 days from the contact tracker, at least let this person launch their business. Have a Zoom meeting with their people or the people that actually this person knows. Do a big announcement or do a Zoom meeting or invite these people to come and see the presentation. Invite the people from their contact tracker to come and see the presentation. You know that message that says, "Hello, how are you? I invited you to a big to an NGO organization running a world campaign now in Kenya. They might contact you for business partnership." Once your champion has joined the business and they've written their contacts, now the next thing is to give them that message so that they can send to the people in their contact list. And once they send it to the people who are in their contact list, what is going to happen is that those people who have been recommended will be waiting for your call. If you are a caller, if you call using our script, the script says, "Hello, good morning. Am I speaking to Mr. Tom? Am I speaking to Mr. Benson? Am I speaking to Mr. Daniel? My name is Tom Derango. I'm a lead business consultant calling you from Better Version of Yourself campaign. Your friend, Mr. Benson, referred you to us. Do you know him?" The prospect goes ahead and says, "Yes," because Benson sent that text message. Never call a prospect if that person has not sent the messages. It's going to cause you a lot of inconvenience because those people were not ready, they were not prepared. So by sending that message, if that new member sends that message, it shows you that he has prepared the way for you. He has opened that gate for you so that you can now get in and invite this person to a presentation, either a Zoom presentation, a Google Meet, or the office presentation. Those people who are Nairobi are going to prefer to come to the office. Those people who are far away, Nakuru, Mombasa, Kisumu, Eldoret, they'll prefer to join in via Zoom. And if we all do the business in that manner, we are going to capture networks from different places. We are going to capture actually so many people that want to join our business, but they don't know how they will ever see this presentation. Personally, I find it strange that someone tells me that they've never heard about BVOY and we've been having big campaigns. They've never seen about our business. And that shows you that we have a very fresh market. Unless we tap into this market, then someone else might come and tap into our markets and take our people and take our prospects. So the next point is invite him or her to the next exposure called the QSG or the Quick Starter Guide. So the next exposure, the first follow-up that you will start doing before even someone pays, even if someone has paid partial payment, send them that video for the QSG. Let them get exposed. And the third exposure, the fourth exposure, you see, those trainings, don't send them the trainings like the IPO or the skill mastery before they join, but make sure before someone gets to make that decision to join the business, they've seen the QSG. If the entire BVOY organization can send like 1,000 you can send, assuming you send like, how am I going to phrase it? You send this video, the QSG video, to 1,000 people on a daily basis. That shows you that like the BVOY organization has shown the presentations to people who have already seen the presentation once more through the QSG. Okay. The next thing is show this person about our products or show this person about our events. So let's proceed. So I want to talk about something called the power of a third-party tool. Use the chat box and type in third-party tool. The power of a third-party tool. And a third-party tool, I can refer it to a three-way call or a video. Use the chat box and type in third-party tool. So today I'm showing you how to do this business, and you have to master the system. Don't be the hero, let the system be the hero, and don't be the weak link in the system. The system works 100%, and if you don't follow the system, you'll actually be the weak link. Thank you very much. So third-party tool, the power of a third-party tool. So a third-party tool is actually like a video or the QSG, or also something we call the three-way call. And I'm going to talk about the three-way call. So this is you, and you have your prospect who has seen the business, but they have questions, and you're not yet an expert in answering those questions. And you need assistance from an expert, that is your upline or anyone who you know very well has done the business for some few years, or they're actually good at closing. That is who we refer to as an expert. And I want you guys to type the word edify, and I want to show you what is edify. So edify is actually praising or giving praise to your upline or the person who is doing closing for you. So assuming I'm just done with a presentation and my guest is actually very fired up, but he or she has some question. And since he has seen the presentation online, or probably he was in the office but went home with a few questions, and you find that you yourself, you're not in a position to close that deal in the easiest way possible. In this scenario, you're going to involve your upline or your sponsor or any person that you know is actually good at closing. So how do we do this? So you alert your upline first. You tell them, upline or the person who is your sponsor, you tell them, I have someone who has just seen the business, but they have some few questions. Kindly, I will request if you can join in our three-way call. I'll call you after connecting my guests so that you can connect in this three-way call and help me close down this person. Remember, closing is what we call sealing the deal. And I remember there was a time I did one closing, and one of my champion got to register a Digiverse by just inviting me to a three-way call. So there is this word called edify, and edify, I've told you guys, is praising the person who's going to do the closing for you. And if you edify your expert or your upline or your sponsor, it builds something we call respect and influence. So your prospect is going to now see that this person that has connected to this three-way call is actually a respected person. And since this is a respected person, then you build something we call trust. So if you don't use this third-party tool, then you will realize that sometimes you do some follow-ups, it becomes a bit hard, it becomes a bit challenging. So always hit the nail while it's still hot. Hit the nail on the head while it's still hot, because after presentation, this person might get so many negativity from other people. So it is good that you use the third-party tools that we have, like the three-way call. If you call me and tell me, upline, I have someone that has just seen the business, or they want to start the business, but they have a few questions. So I'll get into that call, and I expect the person who has invited me to that call to edify first and recognize that, first of all, the person who is in this call is the president of the team, is actually the president of BVOY, or is actually the top leader. And this guy is actually driving a car in the business. He's a member of the Millionaires Club. He has done the business for more than 3 years, 4 years, 5 years. He has made millions in the business. And this is what creates respect and influence, and it builds trust. So when I go ahead and I'm now given the chance to now talk to this guest, I'll force a decision out of this person. If the guy or the lady asks questions, I'm going to first of all ask their questions, and I'm going to create urgency. Use the chat box and type in urgency. I'll create urgency for this person to join us as fast as he can. I'll create urgency. What is urgency? Kufanya mtu aingie biashara haraka haraka. And these are actually pure skills. And whatever I'm showing you guys today is based on building an empire. It's actually one of the best books. So if you need that book, contact me. It's actually 1,000 Kenya shillings. And when you read about this book, you will get a lot of knowledge. You will be among the top professionals in our business. So 3 rules of building your team. Number 1, exposure is everything. Exposure is everything. Yes, even any person who has just joined the business, they need more trainings. And that is what we call exposure. You can't take me to Dubai if you've never been to Dubai. Then utanipoteza. You see? But if you've been there, you've been exposed the first time. So hautanipoteza. So exposure is everything. Always, as you do your follow-up, get this person to see the QSG. Once they see the QSG, prepare now for a 3-way call. And I believe, guys, we will be raining codes. BVOY is going to be raining codes. There will be so many codes. Everybody will now be encoding. Everybody will be having a sign up. And if you just follow from whatever I've trained today, it's a straightforward process. Hata kama uko Gulf, hata kama uko Qatar, hata kama uko Nairobi or anywhere Nakuru, you just need to keep communicating with your team. Then, number 2, fortune is in the immediate follow-up. Remember, mtu akishaona presentation, if 48 hours zitapita, kama haujaanza follow-up, huyu mtu kama alikuwa amechangamka sana, then atafeel, hiyo kitu si lazima ni join. I remember when I saw the presentation, for me, actually, it took me around 2 weeks to join the business. Mimi nilikuwa na shida ya kujoin biashara, sikuwa na pesa. And I remember my upline, my sponsor kept calling me. Ananipigia simu, naongea naye, namwambia bado natafuta pesa. Sometimes ananipigia simu, nasikia aibu, nakosa kushika because naona huyu jamaa sasa ndamwambia aje sasa na sijapata pesa ya kujoin. So many things can happen after someone sees the presentation. Sometimes you realize that after you've presented the business is when you hear that your prospect says, oh, I've lost someone that I love. And those are just like excuses. Actually, it's the time that I'm taking my kid to school. Na ndio umemfanyia presentation. I got an accident. Anyone who has had such kind of a scenario, it is because probably you failed to do the follow-up immediate. Haifai kupita more than 24 hours kama hujaanza follow-up. Follow-up unaanza mapema so that these people can join the business faster. Hata mtu akikuandikia date ya mbali, yes, you need to start doing follow-up faster. Then work with those who are willing. Sometimes we try like forcing people to do our business. Unafunza mtu system like this training vile inaendelea, it's quite an interesting training. I believe you are all following. From the numbers that I see, sioni mtu yote akitoka kwa hii Zoom. It is because it is interesting. Now, there are people who are not willing to learn. There are people who are not coachable. Yani, sijui ni slow learner ama ni watu wenye wako na entitlement, but they are not willing to learn, but they are willing to make money. So, never force anyone to do the business. Ukiona mtu atake kufanya biashara and they are dragging you behind, they are taking you 5 steps behind, just work with the willing. Even in our team, even in our leadership, there are people who are not ready to step up and do the business. And it is quite so unfortunate because it's so bad. You as a team captain, you spend so much time trying to coach people so that they can become business people, business oriented. Happiness, I see you. Let's proceed. Work with the willing. Then become a builder. Use the chat box and type in become a builder. So it is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about? By Henry David Thoreau. Hiyo jina ni mzito. Thoreau. So become a builder, use the chat box and type in become a builder. It is not easy to be busy. It is actually not enough to be busy. There are people who behave as if they are so busy. We ni wako busy sana. Some people even they walk very fast just to show you that they are busy doing nothing. So don't just be busy, become a builder. There's actually too much work to be done. If you understand how our BVOY system works, you will realize that there is too much work. Kuna kazi mingi sana ya kufanywa. And there is too much money to be made, millions to be made, and so many things to be made. So what is your IPA? What is your income producing activities? And if you will build a business in network marketing, you must treat your business like a venture. You have invested 10 million Kenya shillings. Most of you guys are behaving as if this business ni kama umeinvest 10,000 ama 5,000. This is a multi-billion dollar industry. And if you treat this business as if you've made over 10, it's as if you've invested over 10 million Kenya shillings, then you will see value in whatever that you are doing each and every day. Never treat your business as a hobby or a little home-based program that you meddle in. So prioritize your time, have a routine. And I want to talk to everyone who is actually in our team. I want to start this culture whereby the latest person who is supposed to be in our offices, ule mtu mwenye anaingia ofisi late sana ni mtu anaingia saa moja asubuhi. Let's all create a routine whereby we can wake up very early to go to our offices so that we can learn. Remember, early birds zinaanza saa moja, na kama huwezi fika pale early bird when your brain is still fresh, then you will lose a lot of time. In fact, ufai kuwa ati unafunga macho kama jua ishachomoza. Remember, by 6 jua inakonga ishatokea, na kama jua inakonga imetokea by 6 na bado umelala, ai wewe uko na shida sana. You will always find me at my office in the morning before 7 and I'm there. Niko hapo nafuata routine yangu. Kama timetable yangu inasema nafaa kuwa nikisoma kitabu 1 hour, nasoma kitabu 1 hour. After kumaliza kusoma kitabu 1 hour, it's already 8. I need to do my first activity. Probably it's like I start my appointments, or I need to start maybe posting or prospecting, something like that. After that 1 hour, it says that now I can now start receiving appointments. After that 1 hour, probably I can do a meeting. By the time it's 11, I'm doing closings in the offices. And all office heads, if you have a training center, kama unataka kusaidiwa na closings, always inform us. Inform me, inform Leader Denzel, Leader Kelvin, inform all the B9 leaders. They'll be present to do closing for you. Then never forget that the only thing that makes you money is your IPA. The only thing that makes you money in network marketing is income producing activities. Otherwise, if you're not doing your IPA, then forget about the money. Kama haufanyi kazi, and IPA inamaanisha prospecting, closing, follow-up, calling, inviting, follow-up. That is what makes you money. You see, that is actually what is supposed to make you money. If you're following, use the chat box and type in following. If you are following, use the chat box and type in I'm following. Tuendelee ama tuachie hapo? Should we go on or we proceed tomorrow? Tuendelee ama tusiendelee? Sawa, tuendelee basi. Okay, so Ambassador Mike says, show me your income and I will show you your ethics. Show me your calendar and I will show you your future. You can never put in a minimum wage effort and time and expect to earn a CEO income. There are people who want to make more money, but their work ethic is terrible. They don't work. They cheat the grind. They don't prospect. They don't do follow up. They're just there managing their teams. Always be a team player. Always do your job. And by the way, kwa Biblia inasemanga Mungu anabariki kazi ya mikono yako. And if at all you keep on praying and you tell God to bless the work of your hands and you're not working, anakosa kitu ya kubariki. So sorting through the numbers. So the number one game plan in business is to sponsor people. Never forget that in this day and age, personally, I'm still doing the basics. I'm still sponsoring. I'm still looking for people to join my business because that is the number one game plan in business, to sponsor people. Ukimaliza wiki kama hauja sponsor mtu kwa system and you've not yet made 1,000,000 Kenya shillings, then there is something wrong with you because you're not up to the task. Then your business opportunity is a game of numbers. Your business opportunity is a game of numbers. I would like you to use the chat box and type in that your business opportunity is a game of numbers. This business is a game of numbers. If you don't work on your numbers, you will realize that unafanyanga kazi kidogo sana. And if you can compress your time, if you can share the business or if you can share the presentation to over 300 people in a day, ni kama umefanya biashara yako for like, ile biashara ungefanya like 3 months umeifanya na siku moja. Meaning ile success ungepata na 3 months unaweza ipata hata na siku moja. And that is one secret that top leaders will never tell you, because top leaders wako na kitu inaitwa numbers, and hizo numbers ndio zinaleta hiyo pesa. Then don't beg anyone to get on the ark. Just keep on building and let everyone know that the rain is coming. That is so powerful. Don't beg anyone to get on the ark. Just keep building and let everyone know that the rain is coming. So the story of Noah in the Bible, was it Noah? The story of Noah in the Bible, ilikuwa Noah ama ilikuwa nani? Oh, sawa. Unajua anaweza kosea alafu mseme huu kiongozi aliconfuse. Yes. So what happened? Noah alianza kuambia watu uh, guys, we need to build the ark together. But so many people ignored him, and eventually he could only allow animals. Ni wanyama tu wangekubalika kuingia kwa hiyo ark inaitwaje na Kiswahili? No ark. The ark inaitwaje na Kiswahili? Safina. Eh, sawa sawa. Sawa, walimu wa Kiswahili. Safina. Aliambia watu waingie kwa safina wakakataa. Ni wanyama tu waliingia. So when it started raining and it started flooding, watu sasa wakaanza kutafuta Noah. Same case to you as you do your business. Keep on building, build, continue building your business. Mtu akisema hajapendezwa na biashara yako, get them to the next exposure, na ukiona anasumbua sana, just move on to the next person. But usikose kufanya follow up. Keep on building, and very soon people are going to notice that you are doing something very important. I remember in 2021 when I bought my Mark 7 Golf, and watu wengi walishtuka sana. They were not expecting. In fact, uh, it was like it's such a big deal. Huyu jamaa amenunua gari. Very soon it might probably be you if you keep on building your business. And sorting versus convincing. So never start convincing a single person, a single prospect on why they should change their life. Keep them close, but move to the next person as quickly as you can. Usishinde ukilazimisha mtu aingie biashara. Always sort your numbers. Have big numbers. Usikae kwa mtu moja. Yes. Then kuna contacting and inviting. There are these three colors. I want you to identify your prospects. Kuna blues, people who you look up to. Then we have greens, your peers. Watu wenye wako rika yako, those are the greens. Remember, the blues are the people who you look up to. And then we have reds, people you look up to. No, the blues are people who look up to you. Like those people who know you, and they know that you're doing very well. Those are the blues, or probably your juniors, people who look up to you. Those are the blues. The greens are your peers, and the reds are the people who you look up to. So then there are four types of prospects. It's good you understand your prospects. They are the sharks. They are those who are money motivated, and most of them are always the sharks. Wale wenye wanapenda pesa sana. Once they join the business, they expect the 4,800 kila siku. For it. Those are the sharks. Then we have the whales, focusing on helping others. Have you ever been in a scenario whereby someone joins the business and they decide that they're also going to open an account for their kids, they're also going to open an account for their family, their sister? Those are the whales. Then we have the dolphins, the social, like to have fun. Those people who want to be part of the events, they like the events, they like to be part of the team. When the team is having a big event, they're always there. They're there, they are excited. Then we have the urchins. They are detailed, they are details fact oriented. They want to know about how this business works. Wanataka kujua every detail. So to identify each one of them, find out where their motivation lies. So there are those people who are money motivated, and they'll do anything it takes to make money. There are those who are focused on helping others. Those are the whales. They are dolphins. They're social like. Those who like to have fun. And they are urchins who are detailed, or they are detail oriented. Then master the art of promoting. So we have Mike Tyson, whose net worth is 10 million US dollars. Then we have Don King, net worth, who is his net worth is actually 280 million US dollars. So these two people, these are two the same people, but actually this guy called Don King was an expert in promoting whatever he's doing. So recruit up, seek those who are successful and influential. Recruit up, seek those who are successful and influential. So as you write down your contacts, as you follow through your contacts, get excited as you talk to your champions to give you to empty all their contacts, all the people that probably you might want to be in your team, even those who are influential and very successful. In fact, our CEO said, start with those people who have money. Anza na wale watu wenye wako na pesa. He said that in 2018 at our anniversary here in Kenya. CEO Doc Ed Kabantong, he said, start with those people who have money. Usianze na wale watu wenye hawana pesa. Start with those people who have money. Then posture and confidence. Always have the right posture and confidence. Usikae kama wewe ni mtu mnyonge mnyonge ama umechanganyikiwa. Then develop your business story. Always have a business story. If you don't have a business story, use our stories. Use my story, use Denzel, use Kelvin, use Kulen, use Maclean's, use Mutongoi. They have powerful stories. Use Leonard's story, use Stanislaw's story, Kennedy, Jeff, Ndegwa, Sir Philip. There are so many, name them, all of them. Use all those stories. There are even ladies who have powerful stories. Use their stories. Then master your 45 seconds sales pitch. I'll train about that next time. So never run out of leads. You are one recruit away from your financial explosion in your business. Use the chat box and type in, you are one recruit away from your financial explosion. So keep recruiting, keep getting new people in the team. You are actually one recruit away from your financial explosion. Okay, so I think we are going to end it at that. So I believe you've had quite a training And if you've been in this training for that past 1 hour, first of all, I want to tell you congratulations, because you are now ready. You are now ready to make as much money as you want in our business. So we'll have another training very soon. And guys, if you are a member and kuna mahali hauelewi, just ask. Uliza, wewe si mjinga, ask. Uliza. If you are someone you want to grow the business and probably you're having some challenges, just ask. Uliza wale watu wenye wanaelewa, and you might be able to become one of the most powerful people doing network marketing. So let's use the